Crew Motorfest has quietly overtaken Forza Horizon 5.
Here are reasons.
Back in 2006, Eden Games delivered a futuristic vision of the racing game. It dropped you on Hawaii's Oahu Island, gave you over 1,000 miles of roads to explore, and said, "Have at it." Test Drive Unlimited was so forward-thinking that even 15 years later, when Forza Horizon 5 released, you could feel its influence. It felt for a moment as though Playground Games had refined that formula so well that the British studio had taken ownership of it. Vast car collection, beautiful open world, solo and PvP activities scattered across it like so much automotive confetti. And of course all the awards and the lofty Metascore. But in the background, Ubisoft Ivory Tower and its Eden Games alumni, including TDU game director Stéphane Billy, now studio head at IVT, was hatching a plan. The Crew Motorfest would depart from the impressive United States world map where the series had resided for 2 games prior and make a significant return to Hawaii. And in doing so, month by month, update by update, it would quietly take the open-world driving game crown back from the Horizon Festival, whose security staff were presumably too busy ushering revelers away from marauding Mercedes AMG 1s to notice. How? Because unlike its great rival, Motorfest never stops evolving. Case in point, here we are a year after launch at IVT's Lion headquarters, being shown a raft of incoming updates that would pass for a sequel in most parts. It's not just the new island or the cops and robbers stuff that they announced back in June either. True to its Netflix for racing games vision, it's also bringing new seasons to the most popular playlists. Made in Japan has been a favorite since launch. The way it turns Hawaii into Japan with a few flicks of an artist's brush and some clever color grading showed what the playlist concept is really about, taking the game off in its own very particular direction and celebrating one distinct strand of car culture for the duration of a few events. For Season 2 of the playlist, more neon underlit NSXs and street-tuned skylines do battle in perpetual nighttime, this time on the freshly designed roads of Maui. But the really interesting bit kicks in once you complete the playlist. Now it's time to hunt down your rivals. Just as the previous Crew games had bosses characters who you earned the chance to beat by completing events, Motorfest introduces new rivals in Made in Japan Volume 2. Rivals from the gangs you've been racing on the playlist appear organically in the world, not as a static event map marker. You get a ping on your UI when they're nearby, prompting you to track them down and stay in their vicinity for long enough to challenge them to a race. Think Assassin's Creed's Nemesis system, where super powerful enemies roam the world map offering stern challenges and unique rewards, and then strap that Nemesis into a custom Japanese import, and you're basically up to speed. These rivals have a hierarchy. Beat the members from each gang, and you unlock the chance to track down and race their bosses, earning their vehicles with custom liveries along the way. For a game that's already stacked with activities in its menus, it's a smart move on IVT's part to add an emergent element like this, something that keeps you paying attention to the game world and feeling like there are other racers occupying it. That same emergent style is rampant in Chase Squad, another of Motorfest's substantial upcoming additions, while Need for Speed. Unbound's Hot Pursuit mode offers decent laps amidst some grindy elements, and the Crew 2's Chase DLC dipped only a tentative toe into cop chase territory. Chase Squad looks set to be the most feature-rich and varied take on cops and robbers racing we've been treated to in recent years.